trying to charge her $5 to get in. You went there like you tried to do this.
All right, we are live again. All right, check. Sorry, guys, we're going live for the first time here on Heard It Here First with Mark Jackson and Terral Dixon. Give us just 1 second. We'll get everything rolling as this is our first time going live, so still trying to work out these kinks.
Man. She right here. Over here.
See, trying to talk football team.
Go.
Breaks. Made it.
Oh, he's seen Malik. That Virgil. Golly, y'all ain't at home. What y'all taking y'all shoes off for?
Still live?
Give us just 1 second. We're live. Let me make sure everything's running right.
Yeah.
Guys, y'all just bear with us for just a second. And we're going to get started here shortly.
Not that I know of.
What's good, brother? You know, about the mics? We live right now, actually.
They did a lot of recruiting. That's why they had that UIL ban for 2 years.
Sir.
And it's their first year back.
I'm in there bit with QP.
Give us just 1 second. 1 second, guys.
That's what you finna post?
I'm in there bit with QP.
Yeah.
One second, guys. All right, Mark. Give me a mic check.
Check. We checking in. Heard it here first. Yes, sir. We talking high school sports. We talking scores updates.
Perfect.
We talking college game day picks. Football. They have film on Saturday mornings. We could interview a few of you guys if y'all want to stop by after a big game. Don't have no mediocre game and try to, you know. YouTube.
Get a sound bar.
All right.
Huh? Only what? 4?
All right, guys.
Ready to roll.
Do you want this? You want any of this?
Yeah.
What's up, Malik? How you doing, man? All right, I'm gonna slide in.
Go ahead and get in here.
Let me make sure. Actually, let me check something. Sorry, guys. All right, we're getting started here on Heard It Here First. Mark, can I get you to slide over just a tad? Right there. Cool. You can zoom out if you want to get in.
It was around here. I mean, maybe Terral.
Let's zoom out a little bit. We'll get Malik in on this.
Oh, I mean, we got mics. You can't hear the. Yeah.
Cool.
He's on the table, Nick, baby.
What's that?
Yo, what's going on? Here.
I sent you the link on, bro.
Today's the day.
All right.
We've been waiting on, baby.
I'll leave you. Well, me and you will share this, and you and Malik can share that one.
Malik, you in this?
I brought you in on this.
You in now? Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Heard it here first. First game day morning. We're going to talk high school football. We're talking college football. We're talking youth football, TriCounty youth football. We are here with Terral Dixon, who is hosting the Case Crew Tailgate for the second year?
Third year.
Third
This
year.
Third annual.
Third annual. So tell us about what's going on out here and what we're achieving today.
Man, so this is our third annual. We've been doing this again 3 years. The kids, we got the little league football team will be out here. We just love talking about football, watching football, the future of next year, the years to come. Just one of those type of deals where we should show love to the community. Really.
Absolutely.
One of those type of
Absolutely.
deals.
We're here with Mark Jackson, Malik Jackson of TriCounty football. Let's talk a little bit about some high school football, gentlemen. We'll start with, since we're in Rockdale, Texas, we'll start with Rockdale Tigers.
Yes,
What do we got there, Terrell? Last night, Rockdale put a whooping on Smithville, 42-27. Oh, no.
56-36.
Sorry. Yeah.
56-36 in the win over Smithville.
Go ahead, Mark.
Those Tigers look pretty good. Who was that? Alex Cooper, 3 touchdowns. Alex Cooper, senior receiver, 3 touchdowns, over 200 yards.
Yeah. They had a
breakout game.
89 points combined in that game, a high-scoring shootout.
Yeah,
man.
It's one of those where Rockdale come up a down season.
Yeah,
right. They're young. They were young last year, but this year they're still building. But you got to win the games you're supposed to win. And last night was a game.
I think I spoke
supposed to win.
I spoke on that in our show this year. It was like a confidence booster for them.
Right. Gotta win
getting
the
things going, getting their twos and threes accustomed to playing.
Yes, sir.
And getting them ready for when their number is called, so they can be ready when
like I said, one of those games you're supposed to win that game. So start week 1, go win.
Oh, you talked about Cooper. What a great compliment. You have DeAndre Stevens, who was the only 1,000-yard receiver in the district last year.
Right.
You got to have him some help. Well, talk to me a little bit about Cooper. What you said, he's a senior?
He said he was a senior, and he messaged me actually saying that he was going to be the best receiver in the county.
Nice,
knowing that he has DeAndre as a teammate. So I was really liking that confidence.
Absolutely.
And Rockdale, they have some players out there who really inspired to play this year. They got that chip on their shoulders after going 3-7 last year, just missing the playoffs. I think these guys are ready to make a playoff push for sure. What about you? What you think, Malik?
Yeah, man. I think they're ready. You're going to see, though. They got some battle-tested games. So.
Oh, yeah.
You got, Malik, we'll get to you. You cover in Tri-County football this year, Granger being one of those. Granger wins big, 49-34 versus Johnson City, with having Thorndale going to Thorndale this week. Talk to me about the Granger Lions and some of their standouts.
Hey,
we'll probably have to ask that.
As far as I know right now, I know they got Kel Jackson.
Yeah, he had a touchdown catch last night.
Touchdown last night, you know. Nick, what's his name?
Nick Blaine.
Nick Blaine, yup. I heard last night they missed a couple opportunities, so I felt like they probably could have won bigger.
That week 1 rush.
Yeah. A lot of things you'll see too, fatigue in that early.
Great matchup next week though against Thorndale. That's gonna be a good one.
Man, that's good to see.
I think Granger
never knew that Granger it was coming out like that.
Believe it or not, Granger they normally make a 3 round push every year. And this is since
I respect it.
2010 and beyond.
They lost to eventually the state finalist or state champion Shiner this past year.
Yeah.
In the third round, and it wasn't a blowout game. It was like within 17 points. It was like 14-point difference. So Granger returning their quarterback and Wyatt Rottner, their running back, and Caleb Halbridge. You got Jackson. You have Jim Jimenez, I believe. No.
Where are they classified as?
Grayson. They have Grayson Williams.
Grayson Williams. Oh, no. Granger.
Oh, Granger. Yeah. Oh, Grayson Smith. Excuse me. Smith. There's a lot of Graysons in the county.
Yeah.
A lot of Smiths in the county. But Grayson Smith, he's a big-time left tackle. He has a couple of offers. I think Baylor is looking at him. UTEP offered him. He's leading that line and pushing things for sure.
Nice.
Now. Just to add some more players, just because I know him, Caleb Tuck, he's a big-time receiver.
Okay.
He was actually the star in their Academy commercial.
Nice. Oh, okay.
Academy went out to
that was
Granger
dope.
and shot a commercial, and he got to be the one who scored the touchdown and go into the crowd and put his hands up. That's an experience I know they're not going to
dude, can you imagine?
Me and the high school academy come and shoot a commercial at your school, and you get paid for it.
Yep. Yep.
So what are they classified as, Granger?
Granger's
Class-
2A.
2A, okay.
So this year
Making noise at 2A?
Heard it here first. We had Rockdale. We went 2A through 6A.
Okay.
2A, we started with Granger. We'll go to 3A where we covered Rockdale. Now let's talk a little bit about the Cameron Yeomen who took a tough loss, 14-41 versus LaGrange. They have at Sealy this week. A really great head coach in Aaron Babineau, University of Texas. And, so let's talk a little bit about Cameron. Where do you see their expectations? Last year they had a tough start, still made the playoffs.
Yes.
What do y'all see this year?
I feel like Cameron always start a little slow.
Yeah.
They start slow, and they've always been a team that build confidence throughout the season. They always schedule tough matchups at the beginning, which I love because they get you war ready.
Right.
And I just feel like Cameron's always in that realm of like, listen, we're gonna start tough, but we're gonna finish tough as well.
So Cameron, what I've noticed is Cameron starts their non-district with a pretty tough schedule
Every year.
Every year
Every
they're playing top teams to where they're trying to sharpen their iron before district comes and I feel like this year they're a more disciplined team.
Right. Yes. Absolutely.
Obviously, they lost
Tim
great.
Grice.
They lost Tim Grice. They lost Damien.
DJ.
They lost some good athletes, but I feel like when you have younger athletes, they have to buy in, and when you have a leader, they're more so going to follow the leader instead of trying to be individuals themselves.
Absolutely.
And do things and move that way.
And Coach Babineau did a great job of putting a lot of sophomores on that roster last year, which really you get those sophomores, those underclassmen, that experience. As they get into that junior season, I'm seeing like a really explosive second half of that season because they got such a tough first part of this.
I do want to add with LaGrange something that my brother mentioned to me. They have last year they won a lot of close games.
Yeah.
They're coached really well.
LaGrange?
They're coached really well.
That coach, and last year the quarterback that they had for them, I want to say that was the coach's son. I know they had the same last name, but and then the offensive coordinator for LaGrange actually just went to Del Valle, where I do my broadcast. And so hearing them losing their offensive coordinator and their star quarterback, I was like, man, Cameron playing at home, I thought that was something they'd pull off. But as you get those juniors are in their first game as an upperclassman. And so once they really grasp hold of that, of their leadership role, and they get there like, hey, this is my team, and we're going to do this way, and we're going to rock as a group. Oh, Cameron's going to be bad.
LaGrange is still 4A.
They're 4A, yes.
Yeah, they're with Taylor. Learning where you stand, I think that leadership it comes with time, and you get a little experience, and then just having that leader take you a long way.
And you get
exactly. It's one of those where you gotta have that.
You got Aaron Babineau as in his second season too, and he taking them to the playoffs in a super tough district. I honestly really do feel that McGregor and Rockdale last year could have played in different districts and probably made a playoff run as a fourth seed.
Definitely.
Like I really do honestly believe that. Yeah. And they're all returning. Zacharias, the quarterback for McGregor, that dude led the district in passing yards, and they got fifth place. And of course, if you're playing behind, you're going to put the ball in the air a little more. But that dude threw for over 2,500 yards.
McGregor,
something different.
You know, I'm the track guy, so I pay attention to track and stuff too. McGregor, those guys, they running the track meet. They running the track meet.
They play with their head down. They're never too flashy. McGregor kind of, but they always play tough, and they always show up.
And that's
They always show up.
That tough district, and Troy taking 2. You can never count Troy out. You can't ever count Franklin out. But Troy graduated their head quarterback, their quarterback from last year. I think his last name was McMurdy. And there was another wide receiver, but his brother was another wide receiver stepping up. The quarterback question's in the air now. But Troy somehow, some way has that next man up ability.
We have a lot of new quarterbacks, quarterback troubles, trying to figure out the quarterbacks.
And I think that's what gives Rockdale and Cameron that chance to get up in that top 4. And their rebuilding year, Cameron and Rockdale was already rebuilding last year. So as they start to recuperate,
Cameron and Rockdale got that 1 year up on them, kind of, so to say.
Rockdale normally starts strong. Cameron normally starts slow.
And then
we need them to even it out, you know?
Yeah.
We need you guys to even it out.
And so let's go ahead. All right, so we went 2A, 3A. We're going to jump to 4A to Taylor. 15 to 48.
Once a duck, always a duck, man.
Always a duck.
They take a tough loss on the road at Gatesville. Mark, we were talking about that defense of Gatesville. What they're just talk to me about them.
Man, that defense is just tenacious, man.
Flying around.
They were flying around. It was Eric Walker's first taste of,
How did he do?
First taste of 3A. He did pretty fair. I know he scored a touchdown. I seen the touchdown clip that he posted. First half he had to get adjusted. So I feel like he'll get better and get stronger as the season goes on. But with Taylor, we already knew what we were getting into leading into the season with the quarterback battle between Johnny and Jeremiah.
Yep.
Being a freshman and a sophomore battling.
And having Pachacano, I believe, in that exterior to kind of guide him.
I'm not sure if he's back yet, but he was out with an injury.
And having him, even if he's not like the starting quarterback, him having that quarterback experience, being able to groom those freshmen and sophomore to tell them, hey, this is what you expect on Friday nights. And 4A, they flying.
Yeah.
Taylor, they growing and it just one of those. They're in a tough district. I mean, you put the big boys now, right? I mean, they're deep.
And LBJ, having LBJ in your district. Their district gets a little, not easy. I'm not going to say it's an easy district, but it's a little bit in their advantage. But then you got LBJ.
Yeah, not to get off topic, but Austin Travis, they laid an egg last night.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I had them last year. I had them going third place and Manor fourth.
And Manor New Tech
didn't.
I don't know if they won Thursday.
I didn't catch that score.
But I expected for Manor New Tech to light it up this year.
Yeah, well, see, and I had them because last year they had freshmen and sophomores on their varsity squad. Manor New Tech made it fourth into the playoffs as the fourth seed, and I think it was only their second playoff appearance or third since they became a school.
Oh, wow.
And so now they're a newer school. They're stepping up. They got a really good head coach who was the all-time leading receiver for the Austin Wranglers. Yeah, so that's their head coach now in his second year. But to get back on Taylor, I want to point out that who we have with us right now, Malik Jackson, who was one of the best wide receivers for the Taylor Ducks of all time.
He was a record holder for receiving yards.
Still is?
Touchdown. He actually got broke.
Talk to me about who broke it.
2 years ago by the twin.
The quarterback and
receiver.
Yeah, I got a chance to watch them.
I know who you're talking about.
Dang, man, y'all don't get mad at me.
No, I got a chance to watch them live. I worked in the chains for Rockdale, and those boys were for real.
Yeah.
They were solid, big, long, physical. They were legit. But like you said, he one of the best. I watched him too. I'm a little bit older, but I watched him too. And
Malik,
when you got it.
They had a squad.
If I was his quarterback, if I was your quarterback, we still have
the ball's in the air. You go get it. You're one of those type of receivers. You can go get it.
Brothers,
so much respect.
It was brothers. That's lit though.
Malik, talk to me about that Taylor Duck football. Like, talk to me about the aura at Taylor. What is that Duck program? Talk to me a little bit about it.
I like the head coach, man. Coach
Flowers. Yeah,
I like what he's doing. He's playing a lot of younger athletes. He knows that maybe this year might not be the best opportunity, but years coming up, they got a chance to be really good.
I think
it's a building thing. You got to feel for it.
Mostly
we didn't get those opportunities.
No. And that's another thing is I'm glad.
Starting.
That's what I'm saying. I'm all for you bringing up the underclassmen if they get PT.
Yeah.
Don't let them sit there. Let them get that PT. You know what I mean? If not, I always say the best experience is on the field experience. So if I'm not getting it on the varsity level as a freshman, get me on
freshman starting quarterback and a freshman starting X. That's unheard of.
I was saying this. Lucky enough for me, I was able to coach Jeremiah. We won the Super Bowl, two Super Bowls with Jeremiah.
Yeah.
And Proctor and Elijah and that group. And then right above them with Johnny and that group too. That sophomore and freshman group, dude, I really wouldn't doubt if they don't bring a state championship. They're gonna be like it's tough because it's 4A. I can see that a team going 4 or 5 rounds. Coach Flowers, next level experience, played at Kentucky. You got Coach Button, next level experience, played at Texas Tech. You bring that.
Coach Thomas,
Coach Jones. Yeah. So you bring
Coach Jones was
the defensive coach.
Under Armour All-American coach last year.
And so you bring that to that Taylor Duck. Man, that is
fire.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to switch over. We went 3A. We went 2A, 3A, 4A. Let's go 5A. Terrell, I'll start with you. We'll go with the Austin Anderson. Austin Anderson won last night versus McCallum, 37-2.
Yeah.
And then they got Elgin, who is one of the TriCounty teams this upcoming week. So we got a Heard It Here first team versus a TriCounty team. Okay. That's 2 teams that we actually didn't cover together.
Nice.
And so let's talk about that Austin Anderson, who Coach Donald Hatcher from Rockdale, Texas.
Oh, yeah. I think it's one of those, again, the games you're supposed to win.
Yeah.
And it sounded like they went out there and did what they're supposed to do.
Yep.
Handle business. It's week 1. And it's one of those where you can be rusty, but it goes a long way. And I feel like they came out, they handle business.
Yeah.
They're supposed to do. And they went 7-4 last year.
Yep.
5-3 in district.
And that was Coach Hatcher's 3rd year there, too. So that's that year.
It's that build. This year is the year, like, show me what you've been building, right? Show me that foundation you built up. And let's see something. So that's a great opening week.
You have a quarterback in Anderson that you lost. It was a senior last year. He threw for 500-something yards in one game, 5 touchdowns, threw over 3,000 yards on the season. He had a receiver. Ed Small is by far, like, when I talk about even at 6A against Westlake and Lake Travis and him playing for Anderson, Ed Small make those dudes look silly.
That's the slot receiver, right?
He graduated last year.
This year. He had the long hair, right?
I believe so. I don't remember if he had the long hair or not. But him and their quarterback last year, they graduated. And so you're like, how are you going to replace that? Well, I'll tell you how they do it. They got a running back in Caleb Crenshaw who ran 8 carries, 104 yards. Yep.
He was going crazy.
3 touchdowns.
We watched those clips. Oh, my God.
Caleb Crenshaw has played all 4 years of his high school career on varsity. He had 3,000 rushing yards coming into this season. This is a gentleman who could go over 4,000 rushing yards in his Texas high school football career. And I think it was over 60 touchdowns rushing. Now, that's not even including receiving. There's another 13 receiving I think he has. He has over 70 touchdowns in his 3 years. Something like that. Something outrageous. And he's going to be a senior. And they got Jay Fulmer to give him a break as a running back as well. So,
Caleb, you are a star, sir. Keep doing your thing, man. Be looking forward to seeing you play on Saturdays, potentially on Sundays.
There's a safety named Yaheem Riley that's going to the colors you're wearing this upcoming year, committed to the University of Texas.
Yep. Let's get into it.
They got Liam McMillan. They have a very strong defense that we thought was going to be like the strength of it. And then after seeing Caleb last night, and then they have another running back, they got a quarterback who stepped up, who only had to put the ball in the air, I think, like 15 to 16 times, but he was like 10
I have
16.
a question. I have a question for you. Is Austin Anderson in starting their era of dominance?
I believe they are on the second. So as a head coach, we talk about, usually it's that 3rd year itch is when you start to really see that change. They played in a tough 6A district. They dropped down to 5A. Well, now in 5A, in his first year in 5A, 3rd year as a head coach, he makes the playoffs in a tough district against Bryan College Station, A&M Consolidated, Weiss. And so they screeched in as the 4th seed. I think Coach Hatcher and them are on that brink. And then what's funny is you lose 2 of the best athletes you've ever had at Austin Anderson. And then the next year you bounce back in game 1 and win 37-2.
Yeah.
So do I think so? I think we're going to see that Austin area push in that district, maybe trying to take over them College Station teams. And I think Austin Anderson can jump from 4th to at least 3rd and give him one more year.
I'm not sure if I can talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it.
Normally we see Normally you see a Austin Anderson go to LBJ. We don't normally see a LBJ go to Austin Anderson. You don't normally see that. So that's letting me know that the tides are turning. You hear me?
What's that?
I said normally we see a Austin Anderson stud go to LBJ.
Right.
Now we're seeing LBJ go to Austin Anderson.
Yep. And that's Donald Hatcher and his what he's really doing there, man. I was so stoked I was able to get the preseason preview with him. That the way he coaches, he's not one of those rah yell coaches. But when he says something, you know he means it. He don't have to yell. And he's a player's coach. He's in tune with his players. They can call him at 12 o'clock at night. He's answering the phone. You know what I mean? That's
definitely a coach you want to go out and give it your all for sure.
So, moving on, Austin Anderson, huge shout out. Oh, hold on. Before we move on, let's do a little preview of this upcoming week. We got Austin Anderson versus Elgin.
Austin Anderson versus Elgin.
You had Elgin win this past week, right?
Elgin lost. Oh. They lost a tough one to Buda Hayes.
Oh, that's right.
43-13. It looks like Elgin is another team that's rebuilding this year. They lost a lot to graduation, and they also lost a few players graduating. What we seen was a lot of players were playing both ways. They're under a new Coach Luce. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Lucero.
Oh yeah, Coach Lucero. Yep.
He's a long time Elgin coach. He has the job now since Coach Clausen has left.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And Elgin's gonna they're gonna have to find themselves. I've seen they had about 3 or 4 different QB swaps.
Yeah.
They were doing a lot of Wildcat offense, fitting for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Elgin Wildcats.
But them against Austin Anderson,
it's going to be a good game. I think it's home field advantage. Anderson.
We're making our picks early.
Let's just do that one while it's on my mind.
I'm gonna go with her to here first on that pick.
You going Austin?
Yeah, I'm going.
What you got on your score?
I don't want to be disrespectful or anything like
so
that.
So we got Austin Anderson over Elgin.
Austin Anderson over Elgin.
All right, let's jump over to Malik. Yeah, no, and that's another thing. Like on one of my videos,
you know, like they're kids. Exactly. We don't want to be
discouraging or anything like that.
We're following them, and you know, we love the game. We love supporting and
trying to bring positivity to
having these platforms just gives these small town teams, or even Austin.
Yeah. Some of those Austin teams that were overlooked.
Yeah, overlooked, more exposure that they deserve. So I like giving my predictions, but it's kind of tough for me to give a score prediction because it's like
that's smart.
I don't want to discourage or hurt any kids. Now, when it comes down to the college or pros, I can give you a score prediction because it's just a prediction.
I 100% respect that. I did the Battle of the Bell, Rockdale and Cameron, and I covered in both of them. And someone had posted a comment, or no, actually, I did my Kel's player profile, and they were like, "Well, what's a better school to go to, Rockdale or Cameron?" I said, "You ain't about to run my channel. you ain't getting me, man." I said, "But I love both of those schools. Those are great. I ain't getting canceled year one." And so we're able to, but
hopefully Elgin can play. They can believe that they belong on the field. They are on the field. Right. You guys went through spring ball. You guys went through two-a-days. You guys put your pads on, which I don't really like that spill. They put their shoes on like us. Yeah. They put their normally when a coach is telling you that you can expect the big loss.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that spill. But it's true. Elgin needs to believe that they belong on the field and they can play football.
Absolutely.
When they do that, I feel like they can be competitive versus any team on their schedule.
They just gotta string multiple good plays in a row. They have one good play, mistake.
A good play, mistake.
Good
play.
Well, we're gonna go Austin Anderson over Elgin this week. I'm gonna say I'm going to second that choice. We'll get some more, not score predictions. We'll get some game predictions here in a little bit.
We both went 11-1 this week, so
nice.
That's a pretty That's a pretty firm pick right there.
So 6, we're gonna go up. We're jumping up to 6A. Del Valle wins huge. Cedar Creek. I should have the score since I called the game. I believe it was 49-0. Yeah.
Can we call this the Battle of 71?
You could, and see that was the thing.
And why isn't it a battle?
Well, we used to have Bastrop High School. It was Bastrop High School versus Del Valle.
Yeah.
Was that Battle of 71? That was our guy, but for some reason they took that away. Coach Patman actually came to us, who was at Bastrop.
Yep.
Came and coached with us. Yep. That series went away.
His son is
Coleman Patman. He's playing the cornerback at Arizona Wildcats.
Yes, sir.
So you can find his interview on this channel. Coleman Patman is a huge man, and Coach Patman's awesome. Coleman Patman, I'm making a road trip to Arizona next year. I'm driving up there to go watch some college ball and watch Coleman Patman. And Coach Colin Williams, who was the offensive coordinator for LBJ last year, now head coach at Del Valle. He brings in the offensive coordinator from Granger, who was in the playoffs last year.
Oh.
He brings in the defensive coordinator from San Antonio Taft, who was in the playoffs last year.
Oh, it's heating up.
So Del Valle's got 3 at the top who were in the playoffs. A head coach that had the number 4 ranked team in 4A last year in LBJ. They're bringing it in, and they get a convincing win.
It's time, Del Valle. It's time.
I'm telling you.
It's time for you. You guys have had the facility. You guys had a head start on the facilities before everyone else. You guys have the coaches now. It's time to put it together.
And it's tough when you have Westlake, Lake Travis, and Dripping Springs. Like, everyone in that district is fighting for 4th. You know what I mean? And it's really been, and Dripping Springs has even upset at Lake Travis the first 2 years.
Yep.
Dripping Springs beat Lake Travis, and then they had a big win last night.
Yeah, Westlake did lose.
Westlake lost? Yeah, that's right. You said that too. And I'll find that score here in a second. But it's been tough for Del Valle just in that district alone. In that district alone.
They are in the...
And so
you can't be a fish in that district. You definitely have to be a shark to swim in that water.
Dude, it's bad. And so I had made a prediction before that game. I said Bradley Dent was going to go 16 carries for 205 yards and 3 touchdowns. I switched it on Monday to 2 touchdowns because I said his 3rd touchdown was going to be receiving. So I switched it. I said he's still going to get 3 touchdowns, 1 receiving. If I would have just kept my prediction the same way, he ended it with 16 carries, 200 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I would have been 5 yards off. I would have been 5 yards off, but now I'm 5 yards and a touchdown off. But nonetheless, guys, y'all keep an eye out for Bradley Dent, the running back for Del Valle. That dude is outrageous. He can catch out the backfield. He's not one of those, or he hasn't been in the past one of those power backs. But Friday night, he was dropping that shoulder. He was running with the lean. Usually he's that scat back, kind of quick. And then when he put the burners on, that dude's gone. And so Bradley Dent and his brother Michael Dent started as a sophomore for the Del Valle Cardinals. In his senior year, said he's going to get 100 tackles this year. Ended the season last year right under 80, I believe. And so
I like that.
You got the brothers carrying that, helping that Del Valle team.
I like that confidence. And that's one thing that with all the athletes who I'm around or I've been able to reach out and teach, whether it's a phone call or if I've had them come to my house, we sit down, we write those goals for the season. Yeah. Like, put it on paper.
Absolutely.
Put on paper what you want to do.
Yeah.
So you saying that he wants 100 tackles this year, go for that 100 tackles, man. Go do it. You gotta see it here first and then put the work in and go do it. So he's on the right track.
Coach comes in and he starts a sophomore quarterback at the 6A level, and they get a first week 1 win. The quarterback throws a 52-yard strike for a touchdown to Caden Nunez. So he's got the arm, he's athletic, he's mobile. Played more of a game manager role, more of a we're going to keep it on the ground. But when he put it in the air, or when he had to use his legs,
yeah, when you're running back, it's going for 20 yards a carry.
Yeah, just keep handing it off.
All you have to do is just protect the ball.
Yeah,
Don't turn it over.
And
Do not
so
turn it over.
that has been Del Valle's lean on. That's been what they lean on is that run. We're going to see that again. We got a sophomore running back in First Green who got a touchdown. I like that name, First Green.
First Green.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I like
There's
that.
been some more names popping up nowadays, huh?
My favorite name I called in the Westlake Del Valle basketball game, his name was Wander Kahoozy.
Wander Kahoozy.
And I was like, hey, that dude, you're going to the pros on that name alone, dude.
Kahoozy.
Yeah, Wander Kahoozy.
Kahoozy.
Yeah.
Play
So
with that a little bit.
it's pretty unique, man. It's pretty cool. Moving on, we're on game number 7 of Friday Night Lights now. Manor goes and loses to Bowie Biggs.
You were at that game.
I was at that one. 7-5. We play football on Friday nights. That's it.
Most definitely.
I don't give a dang what this, that, or the other is. So Manor loses a tough one. Camden Huff looked pretty good, man. I don't think he threw any interceptions. There was a couple of fumbles that were turnovers, but nothing really too big. They looked pretty sound offensively. They moved the ball effectively. Didn't get any points on the board within the 25-yard line. I think there was 2 red zone appearances. They walked away with 0 points. There was a drop touchdown. There was touchdowns called back. And so those first week jitters.
Yeah, Harker Heights is definitely a team where you can't make mistakes on.
And they got them this week.
Always make a good push.
Harker Heights is big. Harker Heights will be this upcoming week.
Oh,
That's their home opener. And so, yeah, no, speaking of Harker Heights, their defensive line was outrageous last year. And Harker Heights said they're going to be the team going to state. That's what they've been talking trash, saying, hey, we're going to state. And honestly, they're good. They're really dang good. Manor is like Cameron. Coach doesn't put no easy game on that first half. We got to play the best to be the best.
We don't get no slouch. You don't get no
and so
tune up.
Coach Keller puts Bowie. He puts Harker Heights. He puts playoff teams on that schedule. And he makes his boys iron sharpen iron, and you got to play the best to be the best. And so, in a tough loss, a lot of big moments, a lot of big things to figure out. Get your timing with your receivers. Get your defense to get a little just field memory. Just being able to know what happened last week and what I can do this week to be better.
Right.
And it's pretty it's simple, easier said than done, but I really have a lot of expectations for Manor this year.
Definitely.
All right, let's go with Malik. Hutto loses at San Marcos 27-40. Terral Dixon, who's hosting the Case Crew tailgate today.
Yeah.
His nephews, Michael and Messiah, play for Hutto. Those are 2 young men I was able to coach. Really great athletes. What you got on Hutto and San Marcos? They got Manor Hutto's new head coach came from North Crowley.
Oh, yeah.
The state champions for 6A last year. So Hutto losing tough. I don't have much on Hutto, but
they lost 20.
We got them losing 27-40, and they play San Antonio
Judson next week.
So Hutto, one of those teams that don't take it easy.
Yeah, they got a tough schedule too, huh?
And so they got their head coach from North Crowley talking to Cortland White from Rockdale, and he was like, man, that's going to be a good. So Hutto with their first head coach, the first year.
Up though, they've been on the up.
They move into 6A with Manor. They're in Manor's district. You got Manor, Hutto, Round Rock Dragons, Round Rock Stony Point, and that's a tough. Vandergrift.
That's a good little district.
Vandergrift 6A, one district, Division II state. So the state champion is in Manor's district, my nephew's district. State runner-up, Westlake, who lost to North Crowley, is in Del Valle's district. We got state teams in that Austin area, Malik.
Yeah, there's some nice teams going on. But Hutto, I seen they did pretty good in 707, but
it's tough to see, though, surprise loss.
Yeah.
San Marcos is good, though.
Yeah, San Marcos is good.
Mark was talking about San Marcos earlier and about their defense, and so San Marcos
I'm surprised that Hutto's offense didn't put up more points, though. I know they got a lot of weapons over there.
Yeah, they got Caden Stefik at quarterback. They got Fields as a wide receiver, I believe.
I know Dylan Owens transferred there from Elgin. I know the Chavez, the running backs committed.
Yes, Chavez. Yeah.
Committed to Tulsa. Same, bro. When I seen that score. Wait, what was the score?
Yep.
27-40.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So they scored more. They scored more towards the end. It was
a gap.
It was a gap. So it looks like they scored more towards the end. Hutto is another one of those teams who plays a tough non-district. They got Judson next week.
Yep. And that's what we were talking about, me and Malik just now. In Manor's district, you got Vandergrift. You got Vandergrift, who won state at the 6A Division II. And Del Valle's district, you got Westlake, who went to state. So Austin, like me and you were talking about, like we were talking about, Austin is on that up and up for that state. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, granted,
you know how Dallas gets
Dallas
their
been holding
time.
it down.
Dallas went 2-3 Dallas teams win. Houston had their time. A couple of Houston teams win. It's that time for Austin to start making it known.
Yeah.
and I think, and you know, this is something I had talked to some of these coaches about. You know, when we were playing ball, it was 2-a-days in 100-degree weather. Nowadays, they're practicing at 7 a.m. I said, Coach, how do you feel about being in 75-degree weather and then playing on 130-degree turf on Friday night? Isn't that a shell shock? Do you think these boys are getting more out of this? Are we doing better for them? Or are we doing worse? What do you
And
think?
you know, I thought about that, and I was looking at it, and you know,
We go indoors when it rains.
I try my best not to be one of those.
I try not to.
Back in my day, we
Right.
did it this way and that way, but I'm not sure. Maybe because we literally come from 3 different eras of high school.
Yep.
My freshman and sophomore year, we did that. Senior,
And I'm not sure if it's because there's been a lot of social media now, but I have noticed a lot of people going down from heat strokes and stuff like that. Was it like that in your time?
Man, I can remember one, and it was the tackle for the Vikings back in the day, Minnesota Vikings. I was probably like a junior, so this was, or sophomore, so 03, 04. There was a tackle for the Minnesota Vikings that died of a heat stroke, but that's literally the only one I could really remember. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Like you said, social media, the news output we're able to get from more.
I think maybe that might be more so of the reason why our society is more coddled.
Yeah.
Because we're so exposed to everything happening here, and there, and now we're like, oh, we don't want it to happen here.
Right.
So
And it's like, I think we kind of, that's why we see, I've noticed more cramps, more first week injuries, and them getting adjusted to the heat. And I'm like, does that have play to do with it? Is that where we're going? Here's another theory. This is just random thoughts. You look at who's in the state title games. It's Dallas and Austin. Houston. I learned this year. Houston, the district, all of those schools aren't even I don't have 100% validity on this, but a coach told me that Houston has all agreed that all of their practices stay indoors. Do you think that has a reason why they're not in those state games now? You go in and you're indoors all year long, and then you're playing.
And you said Dallas and Houston. South Oak Cliff beat North Shore yesterday.
And that's the difference. Is that the difference between playing outside and playing indoors?
North Shore is 6A, right?
Yeah.
In soccer.
And they went to state 2 years ago and lost.
Yeah.
North Shore lost to DeSoto or Duncanville 2 years ago. They got stomped. And so North Shore
always makes it right.
And I think North Shore lost to Westlake this year for Westlake to go and play North Crowley.
Yeah.
And so North Shore's good. Houston's and San Antonio. But growing up, I felt like Houston and San Antonio was more in those state games, and it could just be that turn. You know what I mean? Now it's Dallas's turn. Now it's Austin's turn.
Yeah,
but I was just kind of wondering, like, is that fatigue? Are we?
We talked to some kids last night.
North Crowley is next.
Yeah.
We talked to some kids last night, and they were saying one of the biggest problems they was having was fatigue, and they felt like they need to be more conditioned.
3 Thorndale kids said.
Yeah. And when you're doing your practices, in Taylor, I've drove by. It's 6 p.m. It's still enough where that sun's there. It's still enough.
Yeah.
It's still cool.
Oh yeah.
Where it's 98, but it's still not so cool where I feel like that's a good time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What time do they play? 6, 7. What time are you practicing? 6, 7.
We're definitely trying to train in the elements that we have.
Right, the elements. You don't want the elements to be a surprise. You want to be something that you know.
Used to it.
Yeah, I don't want to be hit blindsided and like, hey, I've been playing in this my whole life. get out there in the summer, haul some hay in 100-degree weather. You'll be all right come first week 1.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So we're going to move on to North Crowley. North Crowley wins versus Lancaster 22-18. I think this upcoming week, this is going to be the game of one of the games of the years. North Crowley versus DeSoto.
They beat Lancaster.
Uh-huh. I believe.
18.
Yep. And a tight one. Tight one. Yeah. And they graduated a lot. North Crowley did. Can they repeat?
But how many touchdowns? You said the quarterback threw for how many touchdowns?
I think 3.
Is he a sophomore? I think he's a younger dude too.
And that's big. Seeing how North Crowley's their run game last year, they had three running backs.
3 senior running backs that were monstrous. I know Gibson was one. I have all that stuff written down somewhere, but those dudes, they can catch out the backfield too. That quarterback didn't even have to stretch his arm if they didn't want to, which they did. Yeah. They had receivers too. I mean, North Crowley was
North Crowley was known for running the ball last year. They had a 3-headed monster.
Oh yeah.
And with that quarterback being able to throw now, it just makes them even more dangerous.
Yeah.
And then obviously, when you win state, that makes more people in the.
You're gonna attract.
We talk about it now, like we can freely talk about that, right?
So
it used to be like a taboo, like that team wins state, but people gonna try to transfer to that school.
Yeah.
But now it's like it's normal.
This year, I don't know if it went into effect, but I know either this year or the next upcoming season, transfers for sports are going to be allowed only one time in your high school career, though. So now you can't. I've seen some kids that had in the Austin area that left some teams, went to another team, and they lost that eligibility. And I'm like, number one, if it's really for the kids, if we're really out here for the kids, let those kids play. That's how I feel. Honestly, I don't really. Can it get lopsided?
I never really understood that. I mean, I can maybe if it was like a full team going from here to there,
right?
I can understand them blocking that, but I never understood the process of just blocking one kid just because he transferring for sports.
Yeah,
I mean, even though he transferring for sports, don't he still have to have the grades?
Yeah. If you're getting
your education, to be eligible to play, right?
And I get it because it keeps it regulated, so Westlake doesn't get stacked.
Yeah.
What is it?
Who's that?
We had 2 Hutto kids transferred,
and they didn't get to play.
My senior year, we had a guy come from Colorado, and we're like,
he got to play, or he didn't.
He was one of the best running backs for Rockdale. And so I was like, what happened? Let's not play. You know what I mean? Like
sometimes they allow it to happen.
But his grandmother is from here. Okay. His grandmother's from Rockdale. And it happens everywhere. Like, let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? True. And just before they did NIL, it wasn't like college players weren't getting paid. Like, you know what I mean? Sure. Like,
that's not a taboo anymore either.
Yeah, so
NIL's been a thing,
and now they're.
It was just the booster.
Let's talk about that. They say they're bringing some NIL towards the high school level. Do you agree?
17 years and older.
Okay.
I agree on the aspect of some kids try to work in school. They aren't able to if they're an athlete.
Right.
In high school, I mean.
Right.
Whether it be fast food or on the farm with their family or retail, anything like that. It's pretty tough for high school athletes.
Elite high school athletes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
To work and
get what you deserve while you deserve it.
Yeah. So I feel like it could be tricky. It can
go either way
because
you're gonna have to regulate it somehow.
Yeah,
for sure.
Being young and having money, if they don't have that financial literacy, it definitely could be tough.
What would be some of those? What would be some things pointers you would give those gentlemen?
Some pointers I would give those gentlemen to invest, to be smart with their money, learn how to say no.
Yeah.
You're a high-profile athlete, and you have this money. All of a sudden, you're in school with kids, and you never know who's gonna be asking or who's gonna want something. Just learn how to say no.
Yep. We're gonna leave the last one. Now, you're from you live Lexington now. Are you from Lexington?
No, we live in Lexington now. I'm not from Lexington.
And you opened up a coffee shop.
Yeah, nice. Deja Brew Coffee.
Deja Brew, that's dope.
Deja Brew Coffee Shop.
Let's talk about Lexington, who I had at the beginning of the season going to state. 55-26, a big win. Marlin ain't never no slouch. Marlin got athletes out the buku.
It was close for a while.
Coach Mule was at Marlin before he came to Lexington. He won those state titles at Marlin.
I remember growing up, Marlin and Rockdale those were some tough games, dude. Marlin has been athletic.
And the score again was 55-26.
You got two TriCounty going at it this week with Lexington and Little River.
Yeah, we'll be at that game. We'll be at Thorndale Granger Thursday, and then we'll be at LRA Friday.
Thorndale.
Thursday? Yeah.
Where is that at? And Thursday?
It'll be Thursdays in Taylor.
Oh, they're Granger and Thorndale are playing in Taylor.
Because Thorndale's field, I'm pretty sure they're still like figuring out the water system and lights. They got a brand new school.
I saw that. I didn't know
purple turf.
I just saw it from the 79. I saw them working on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. LRA, they're coming off a loss to Waco Conley.
Little River's going to be good this year.
42-39.
Tough one.
Mm-hmm. They're already saying.
I think they can squeeze into that. See, this is how I see it.
They want to beat Lexington.
I think Troy is going to slip from second to fourth. Cameron comes to second. Little River comes to third in that district. That's where I kind of had it planning out.
And you have Rockdale missing the playoffs?
I think Rockdale might. I don't know.
Y'all hear that? Y'all heard it here? No!
Don't get mad at me. I thought y'all was going to lose last night. Don't get mad at me.
I said at the beginning of the season, Rockdale can get fourth.
It's really like the playoffs back in the day when the district champions were the only ones who went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's like somebody who won district is out for round one.
Yeah.
That's tough.
And so
they could have been an undefeated team at that.
Yeah. And that's and see, Taylor
It was like that back in the day.
This is one of my bold predictions. Taylor gets his first playoff win under Coach Flowers this year. And I think they have a chance to actually win first place in that district. It's going to be tough against LBJ. They got Manor New Tech going in as third. Taylor got the possibility to be outright district champs. If they get that first round, they definitely get it. If they get second round and they have to play Somerset, who is coached by Ty Detmer.
Oh, man.
Heisman Trophy winner, the guy who played for the Philadelphia Eagles, NFL experience as your head coach. His dad had ran Somerset for a while, Coach Detmer's. Yeah, so last year I was able to call the Taylor playoff game for NFHS.
Taylor plays Conley.
No, they got Pflugerville Conley. Yeah, at Pflugerville Conley.
Oh, they played there last year.
Okay, well then they play
should be in
versus.
You sure?
Yeah, it would be versus. It might be. I don't know if they played. I might have got that one mixed up.
I went to the game there last year
in Pflugerville, so they do host them this year.
I think that's probably why.
So they'll have two games they'll host back to back.
That's probably why Granger and
playing Thursday.
Yeah, playing Thursday.
That makes sense. So Taylor, I think, can get it into second. Not just hold down that second place. I think they have a chance at first. I think they have a chance to win their first playoff game under Coach Flowers. That's one of my bold predictions. Let's talk about a bold prediction for y'all. Malik, we'll start with you. One bold prediction, just one. It don't have to pertain. We'll keep it with your TriCounty. We'll keep it with TriCounty, some of your teams. What is your bold prediction? A season. It could be a personal stats. It could be a team.
I don't know for sure yet. I'm waiting to watch Granger live, but I really think they got a chance to do something special this year.
You think they're gonna be an early prediction? You can change it when we make ours this week, but Granger Thorndale.
Yeah, I got Granger for sure.
I'm taking Granger.
Only because I think Granger has a little bit more weapons they could use. So, yeah.
Thorndale graduated not a lot of them, but they graduated some key offensive weapons last year, but they returned almost all their defensive players, so their defense is lights out.
Yeah.
Granger returns almost everybody. Yeah. And so I think the difference is offensively, Granger returns more than Thorndale. I think that will be the difference. Maybe.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be close, and I'll give a score.
I also think Granger has more speed as well.
Yeah.
Granger has more speed than Thorndale. Man,
but if they control that line of scrimmage, it's
I
hard.
can't make my prediction. That's the thing; they're gonna clash.
Yeah,
both lines are. It's pretty even. The trenches are even. It's gonna come down to the.
I'm taking
skills.
what you got. I'm gonna go 31-28 Granger. It's gonna be close. 3 points.
I say
31. Kill meters. Are you gonna allow somebody to?
I say 21-7.
21-7. 21-7. I'm going 31-28. Mark Jackson says we're gonna think about this. Make sure y'all tune in to his
scores.
He's got going live now for TriCounty, and so you can hit the like and subscribe for TriCounty. Make sure y'all follow him, and he'll be giving his area, the Central Texas area. Talk to us about that area. What area you cover, Mark?
The area that we cover, we have 13.
I'm gonna check something real quick.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, I'm not.
We good?
Yeah, go ahead.
The area we cover, 13 teams around in our section, starting. If we want to look at Highway 95, we go from Little River Academy, Holland, Bartlett, Granger, Taylor, Elgin. You go 290 from Elgin all the way to Giddings. If we keeping it all the way around the box first, we'll go on Highway 77 from Giddings to Lexington to Rockdale to Cameron. And then we got some teams in the middle in the mumbo jumbo, Highway 79, Thorndale, Thrall. Did I miss anybody? We also have Milano if we're still going on Highway 79. So it's 13 teams. 1 5A team being Elgin, 2 4A teams with Taylor and Giddings, a plethora of 3A and 2A schools. If I just run through the rankings before week 0, Lexington 1, Taylor 2, Thorndale 3, Granger 4, Thrall 5, Elgin 6, Holland 7, Cameron 8, Academy 9, Rockdale 10, Giddings 11, Milano 12, Bartlett 13.
Out of those 13 teams, Mark, just looking at it, I'm thinking maybe maximum 4 of those teams won't make the playoffs. Max. You covering
4
won't. Maybe. That's a maybe. Mm-hmm. Other than that means to tell me you got 9 playoff teams you're covering.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And then you added one.
We had 8 playoff teams last year.
I think you'll have 9 this year.
Who did Academy Little River make the playoffs last year?
Yep.
Yeah, so 9. Right.
Yep. So you have 9 playoff teams. I think you might have less. I think you'll squeeze one more. I think you'll have 10 playoff teams.
10. Let's see.
And that's if that's Rockdale or Giddings.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Thrall will make the playoffs this year.
I think they will because they still take 4 teams. And it's only a 5-team district, 6-team district. I think they only have to beat 2 teams or something like that. They don't have. It's not that their district is not hard. I'm just saying they have a feasible. If you can just get those 2 wins,
you just need one district win.
Yeah, you can get in there. And so that's one of the things I'm looking at. Actually, I think as far as between us, the teams me and Mark share.
I'm not sure if Elgin makes this year.
That one will be tough. That one I agree with. With the teams we're sharing, I covered Taylor, Granger, Rockdale, Cameron, Del Valle, Manor, Austin, Anderson. And so we share Taylor, Rockdale, Cameron, Granger. Those are the 4 teams that me and you have in common.
You said Lexington too, right?
I didn't cover Lexington this year.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I got everybody from 8, 9, and 10 are teams that I just have interest in.
Just interesting.
But I only covered Manor, Del Valle, Austin Anderson, Taylor, Cameron, Granger, Rockdale this year.
I like that we're keeping the numbers pretty like modest. You know, that way the players can get their just due.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like we mentioned earlier, Austin has like the VAR Austin, and then they also have the Statesman and all of those guys who are heavy coverage on KView. You know?
Yep. And so it was funny how this worked out because me and Mark talked last offseason. We said we're going to get together, we're going to do a live podcast, and then here we are.
Man.
Here we are 1 year later.
We didn't plan it. God planned it.
We did not plan this. Like, this literally didn't happen. I showed up. I told Terral we were going to do something. I was wanting to call Mark last night. I was at the Manor game. I hit up Terral this morning. He said, yeah, and I think Mark. I said, dude. And that's just the good Lord. Because that's crazy. Because I was literally going to call you and we talked about this. And we're going to be able to shine light on TriCounty. We're able to shine light on Hurdy here first. We're able to combine and give this Central Texas area as much exposure as possible for these young men.
That's what it's about.
So, out of those 4 teams, let's combine our 4 teams that we talked about: Rockdale, Granger, Cameron, Taylor. Who do you have going the furthest in the playoffs out of those 4 teams? Granger. I'm taking Granger.
Yeah.
Taking Granger to state. I'm taking them to state.
Granger, when a team talks about we're ready for a team, I'm not gonna say the name. I don't want to put a target on anybody's back. Shiner, but when Granger is saying stuff like, I think if we play Shiner today, we would get them. We're confident in beating them. That's one of those teams where you want to pay attention to because sometimes teams will be like, oh, not so confident. You know, we know we're going to have to see Shiner. We'll see, and we don't know how it's going to go.
These dudes are like, bring them on.
We ready for them. Come on.
You talk about tough districts. And it being Columbus, another tough district, the opposite of that Rockdale in that 3A. You got Columbus, Yoakum, and they're all over there by Shiner. You got 2 of the top 5 teams in the same district, just like having DeSoto and Duncanville in the same district. How do you have 2 state champions in the same district? 2 years ago, Duncanville and DeSoto won state at the 6A level, came out of the same district. 2 state champions. Wow. How does that happen? So what are we doing here? We got to split 6A.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We got to split that, you know?
Give us a 7A.
Give us a 7A. You put your North Crowleys.
Georgia has like 7A and stuff like that.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm like Del Valle and Manor and the Hutto, those schools that we used to play against. I know I played against Hutto, Manor, and Taylor in high school in 3A. Now as those smaller schools are getting bigger.
And Rockdale is 3A still in this
6A. And then Taylor's 4A. Manor, Hutto 6A. I was playing against Jeremy Curley and they went to state.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah. What time we got, guys? What time we got, Uncle Roo?
We got 10:56.
10:56. Game's about to start.
Okay.
We got UT versus Ohio. All right, let's end this. We won't keep it up too much longer as we all want to watch this game. Let's get some scores. You said you talk scores on that. What you got, Ruben? Ruben, you want to talk some scores? What you got, UT on UT versus Ohio State? What you got score and who wins?
It's going to be close. It's going to be 24-18.
24-18. UT. Mark, we'll go to you. Mark, what you got?
I'm gonna go. I like to see scoring, so I'm gonna go 37-21 Texas.
37-21. Malik.
Arch Manning, 3 touchdowns, 200 yards, 18-21, 56 rushing yards.
I'm gonna take Wisner, the running back, scoring 2 on the ground, putting up. We're gonna go 14 carries for 142 yards, 2 touchdowns.
What about Baxter?
It's going to be good. I think Baxter, I just like the way Wisner is just, man, he's just a gritty running back. But that's the beauty about UT. Those dudes got 3 running backs every single year. Man. There was a time where Vermont Taylor, Jamal Charles, and they were all on the same team. Who was the other? Vermont, Jamal, not Cedric.
Sedman.
Dang it, he went and he got drafted. Selvin Young.
Yeah.
Yeah, Selvin Young, Ramonte Taylor, and Jamal Charles in the same backfield.
What you got, bro?
I think it's gonna be a shootout as well. You know, I think it's gonna be a close one, but I think it's gonna be high points. So probably, I say 46-40 to 30, 32, 46,
32. Are they play? They're playing at Ohio. At Ohio, I think Texas is on a mission. I think Sark has been killing it. I love what we're doing at UT. First time ever having a #1 ranking. I don't want to put a jinx on this, but I'm gonna do it.
Week 1.
I think I have, and a big win, and a dominant win, and something nobody's gonna expect. I got Texas handling Ohio State.
Let's do it.
28-7.
28-7. Okay.
28-10. 28-10. They're going to kick a field goal in the second half. 28-10. Texas defense comes out. Offense controls the ground. And we see UT. So we got 4 across the board. We got Uncle Ruben, myself, Mark Jackson, Malik Jackson.
Hey, we might have to do that on one of these. We'll get more creative.
No, we will. This is the first time.
Saturday show. Yeah, for sure.
Usually I was able to put a hold on like the live, but once I hit live, it was streaming. So our first minute and a half, we're setting up. We're working out the kinks. But guys, I've been able to. We had a good summer or a spring, summer together. I've been able to. God brought me around these men. I've known Malik for a while. Yeah. Got to know Mark and seen what he's done with these athletes. And now as we said we were going to do it, the universe put it in. We spoke it into existence. The universe made it happen.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
Heard it here first. Mixed with TriCounty football. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Your Saturday morning kickoff. Your Friday night review. Your Saturday morning kickoff. Texas is about to kick off. We're going to take it in. Guys, thank y'all so much. I have a blessed morning and a great day.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all, guys. Man, I sure appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one.